Hi, this is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. Hello to all you Geminis out there. I hope you're going to have a wonderful month of May. Let's see, April showers bring May flowers. Isn't that the poem that goes along with that? So I hope you get flowers. Now, in the meantime, this is the channel where the tarot reader uses a horoscope diagram to determine what is going to happen and determine various situations that are going to occur in your life, that may come to light in your life in the month of May. Okay? Number 2, this is also the channel that uses a calendar just for entertainment purposes. And so right now I have a little, it's published by my friend Link, and he likes to research antiquities. So let's see what we got here. Okay, well, let's pick out something from, okay, the 29th, because that makes us a Gemini. May 29th, Mars honored, that's the god Mars, honored by Roman farmers with feasts, prayers, animal sacrifices, and rites of purification. I hesitate to think what the rites of purification are. I'll do some more research on that if I wanted to. Also, Ambarbalia honors Ceres, Juno, the Lares, L-A-R-E-S, and the family goddesses. I'm sorry, I have very little education in Roman mythology simply because I like Celtic and Norse better. So I'm sorry to fail you that way. However, now this is the this is the Robin Wood deck, and very popular deck, very pretty. And I won't be needing my tarot cheat sheet because I've used this thing since 1990. Okay, that's a long time. All right, so the cards have been cut, they've been shuffled, they've been blessed. Everything's copacetic. So here we go. First house is what you're thinking about right now. So you're thinking about what you don't have and what you want, Gemini. So something in your mind is going on. It's about new goals and new opportunities that you may foresee becoming available to you. And that's what you want. Now, with this card, okay, here's another interpretation. That's what I interpret for you. But the real interpretation, the official antique meaning of this card is that this person right here has gone back to the enemy's campsite, and he has won the battle. So he is stealing their weapons, and he's taking them back to his camp so they can be used by his people against these enemies or different enemies again. So there are some things that you want, and you feel like you can't have them if things keep going the way they're going. How about that? Okay, second house is your own money. Oh, well now, the star card is like the card of idealism. And in reality, let's see, so there are lots of things you would like to do with your money, Gemini, and you don't mind giving it away. Because if you give some money away and it helps people, it makes you feel good. So that's what's going on here, is you're thinking about you're grateful for what you do have, and you're in your heart of hearts, you would like people in the world to feel like you do, and that to be grateful for what they have and work on getting more for other people. This has to do with people who want the kids in their state to have food this summer. It's for people. It's a card that reminds people that everybody, how shall I say, everybody needs health insurance, whether they have it or not. So you're the kind of person who wants people to have health insurance. You want them to have food. You want them to have water. You want the kids to have backpacks. You want the kids to have boots, school clothes, whatever they need. So they can go on to success and thrive, not just barely survive. Okay, so third house is communication. Are you talking to God? Because this is the Pope. So it's right next to the, wow, are you actually talking to God about how you may be instrumental in helping people get what they need to survive? Are you driven by goodwill? And Geminis, you may want to know exactly what, no. You want to be able to shine a light on where your efforts will be the most needed and appreciated. That is really a lot of what you want. So Geminis are known to be quite talented in many different categories. And you may be so talented, there might be 5 or 6 situations where your efforts will be admired and even rewarded. So I'm glad you came to this, because not everybody comes to that situation in their heads. Okay? 4th house is your home. Oh, we got the Page of Pentacles. Now that's a face card, so I'm going to put another... Wait a minute. Are you fighting with somebody at your house? Are you fed up with your roommates? Are you just aggravated because people are going in your room and using your stuff and stealing the food out of the refrigerator that you bought yourself? What is it about? There's a conflict at the house. Okay, it doesn't have to be with the human beings in it. It could just be that this house is too small and I need to get a bigger one. Or B, I want this guy out of my house. Could be like that. And somehow money is behind it. So maybe you need this roommate, but you really can't stand them. Maybe you get along well enough yourself at your house. But having other people live with you is a pain in the patootie. So you have to tell me what's going on in your house so I can figure out what that card means. If you like, put a comment in the comments part and we'll talk about it. Okay? And please hit subscribe and like. Okay? 5, look at here. Now, Gemini, y'all are a huge mass of, I don't want to call it cloudy, but it's a huge mass of brains that are continually going, it's what air signs do. They think all the time and they live in their heads a lot. My favorite kind of people, actually. And this is the High Priestess. So guess what? Oh, in case you did not know it, at this moment in time, you're highly susceptible to incoming and outgoing thoughts. In other words, you could pass by somebody on the street and you can hear what's going on in their minds. Or you could get what my mother used to call sneaking suspicion. I got a sneaking suspicion that blah, 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 blah. So you're getting clues all around you of thoughts that you don't know why you're thinking them. You don't know where they came from, but you're picking them up. It's because your antenna is turned on, okay? You can't get messages unless your unless your radio is on. Get your radio on. Turn your radio on. That's an old-timey radio. I love that song. So you're highly tuned to incoming messages. These can be at a girl or at a boy, or they could be warnings, and tiptoe around that situation. Don't go, if you get a bad feeling, go the other way. If you get a good feeling, hang out. Because your gut is never wrong. I promise, your gut is never wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th house is work and health. Well, look at here. Wow. These are happy people. And according to this, you don't have any health problems at this exact moment. That would be the health part of it. And according to this, you're reasonably content at work. You're at least with the people that you work with. Some people who are your superiors may not be real keen on, but the rest of the people there you like. There's just certain individuals that you prefer to do without. But for the most part, work and health is doing well. Okay, 7th house is marriage, partnership. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Is that what happened here? Somebody you liked you had a fight and they moved out? Is that what happened? Because this is your house of home. And here's conflict, and here's a broken heart. So not all romantic partners live together. However, many of them do. So I'm sorry that you're going through a disappointment. It takes a long time to get through a disappointment. Maybe this is just a slight kerfuffle and a situation that will soothe itself as time goes on, because that's possible. All right, 8th house is money from other people. What? Oh, okay. I'm not going to wait. You want to steal it? That's what this guy's doing. because in the seventh house, no, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, eighth house is money from other people. Money from other people means income tax checks, inheritance checks, lawsuit checks, bonus checks, those kinds of things. Now, this is a surprise money. So, why does this card look like this? Is somebody passing your money, but you're not telling anybody else? Have you borrowed some money, but nobody knows? Or have you given some money that other people that you live with are not aware of, but they became aware of it, and that's why this looks like that? So you may have loaned somebody for some money. So there's a situation going on in your house of business partnerships and marriage partnerships. Now, because there's a heart, I'm thinking it's a marriage partnership. But it could be a business partnership because you really love the kind of work that you do. But they're not paying you enough money. Of course they're not. And you just want to escape from that feeling, which might mean you might escape from that workplace and find a better fit for you. Okay? Ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth house, philosophy, religion. Okay, this goes right along with those topics because philosophy is highly cerebral. Travel, highly cerebral. You learn a lot about people and cultures and food and how other people live in their world, how they learn to live in their world. So all those topics are quite popular in your cerebrum. Now, what is this? Oh, so you might think about those topics a lot, but you may not have been able to actually embark upon the studies of that type or embark upon a long distance travel. But guess what? This card, okay, this is a card of a person who is, well, he's got 3 cups here, but he seems to be a little cranky about them. And the cups here are dry, which means he's used them all up. And now he needs some more inspiration or some more money or something. And what had happened to him? He doesn't know where how he's going to refill those cups, but you're getting a free one right out of the clear blue sky. So someone is going to help you with regard to your ideas on philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. So if you wanted to, maybe you're going to come up with a scholarship. Maybe you are. Maybe you'll find a real cheap flight to Italy and you can visit the Pope or the famous locations in Italy that represent, if you have been Catholic, it might be important to you. So isn't that interesting? So look for good news from philosophy, religion, higher, or not only good news, but a way to implement studies in that direction. Okay? 10th house is this is your job. Well, what's going on with your job? Are you getting a promotion? Because somebody has made a judgment about you, and maybe you have made the judgment that you would like to excuse yourself from the whole situation. Now, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 fourth card of the major arcana. Major arcana cards are also known as destiny cards. So whatever happens at work, whether it's because you wanted to leave, you're leaving. Is it because they're going to give you they're going to surprise you with a promotion? This is very important. Now, chances are good that you're going to get a promotion. Okay? Chances are also good that it'll be a welcome change for you. Or B, it doesn't even have to be a promotion. You could be moved to a different department because they know you have skills in X, and it will this new move will enable you to utilize those talents. So good for you. Those are good things that's happening. And it's not like you didn't fight to get there. Okay? It's like, it's a long time coming and a frustrating trip. Okay? 11th house is long-term plans and friends. Oh, look at here. What's this guy doing? You know, you got Gemini, you got long-term plans, all right. And you're protecting them because you want to keep those long-term plans alive and you want to keep them in motion so that you're able to accomplish those long-term plans. But you're tired of waiting. You're doing a good job of protecting yourself and protecting your ability to achieve those long-term plans. But it's taken too long for you. Okay, 12th house. Oh, look at this. What you think about it when you go to sleep at night. Isn't that nice? So if you have suffered a breakup, you miss that person. And it takes a long time to get over a breakup. It can take years. People say that the best cure for a broken heart is another romance. Well, generally speaking, that sure will take your mind off of that disappointing situation. However, a lot of people, when they break up with somebody, they move right on to the next person, and they're so relieved to be not lonely anymore, they jump in too deep too fast, and that could end in a poor result. So walk slow, walk easy, not your heart on your sleeve. Protect yourself and mourn and try to entertain yourself as much as you can. Okay? And what covers you, is this how you feel? Somebody stabbed you in the back, so if it's been a romantic disappointment, she stabbed you in the back. Or she stabbed the man in the back, or the woman stabbed the man in the back. Did I say that twice? Who stabbed who in the back? That's the question. And so that's very hurtful. So according to these cards this day, that is what looks like it's going on for you. So what we have is, you're going to talk to God. You're going to listen to what God says back. Inner wisdom. That's what she's for. Inner wisdom. Pay attention. And you just may want to run out of town. Because being in the same neighborhood with the same friends and it just emphasizes their absence. Okay? Now, but when it comes to your work, things are cooking there. So sometimes when people have a broken heart, if they can muster up the courage and the fortitude, they can do well in their career because they've had to switch their attention to a different subject. So, I'm sorry. I love you. Hang out, hang in, don't give up, just stay on track. It's just another bump in the road, Gemini. Love you, mean it. Come back and see me next month. Okay, this is Twisted Granny Tarot. Thanks for coming. I like talking to you. Take care, folks. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, okay? All right, thanks. Bye.